Marie here from Skeins, and I know I'm a bit late. I'm a bit late today because we've been just doing so much, and we've had some new faces start today. We've had a new person start down in the shop, the lovely Lorraine. So if you are someone who goes and visits our Skeins shop, you will meet her on Mondays, Thursdays and Saturdays. We're so excited to have Lorraine on board with us. So she has been going through induction today, and also joining the team today is up in our admin office. We've had the lovely Jo join the team. We've had a new chat done in the mill called Cameron. It has been all on, so there's been loads happening here today, and I thought I would just come and have a really quick chat with you, because the Southlander ideas that we talked about on Thursday and we did the subsequent mail out were just so hugely popular. You all love them. You love the fact that we'd dug out some ideas for you. So I thought I spent a good chunk of time today doing it again and going down that rabbit hole and seeing what else there is, not only for Southlander Sport but also for bulky and DK. So if you have been ordering Southlander Sport over the weekend, there are a couple of colours that I know the goldenrod is definitely sold out, and there's a couple that are getting very close to. They will be coming back in hopefully before the spotlight ends, but if they don't panic, they will be returning. But you guys have obviously loved the new Southlander Spotlight and the new Southlander Sport. So what I've done is I've gone and created a PDF of the patterns we talked about last week, and also some new patterns. And what I've gone and done is I've gone and created this PDF, and at the back of this PDF I've gone and put a sheet there with the links to all the patterns for you. So I will post the PDF, well actually the link to our newsletter that I've just sent out, which has got the link to the PDF in it, so you can download that for yourself. And what I've gone and done is that there's been some other suggestions I saw pop up in the Southlander that things that people were looking at knitting in Southlander, and I thought, oh, I should check that out and see what that's like. And there's some really great, I mean, other people are exploring great things, and I thought, oh, I could share that one, that looks fantastic. And also too, it just gives you a chance to sort of, I can then look at different ones, find what works, work out some volumes and quantities for you, and actually see how you can achieve the looks, because it's almost like a cookbook, isn't it? You know, you like to be able to emulate what's in the picture in the book. So I thought I'd show you a few that I've dug out, and the first one is a great one because this is one that popped up from I think it was from the Speakeasy, from another contributor, because they were looking at knitting this, which is Tecumseh by Caitlin Hunter. Now Caitlin Hunter is a prolific designer. God, look at my hair. God, I look an absolute jolly mess today. She's a prolific designer. She's got squillions of designs, loads of gorgeous colour work. So to be honest with you, if you're looking for something for Southlander, a bit like Carol Feller we talked about last week, Caitlin Hunter is another go-to. You will find something there that will absolutely set your world on fire. But this Tecumseh I just thought was absolutely beautiful. There we go, look at that, stunning. So I grabbed, just to give you an idea, and actually I will do it with this because it'll show you. So there's my project there, which is obviously in the charcoal. Ignore the fact that it's sport. Imagine this is DK, people. So that's the goldenrod and the charcoal. Add the oatmeal in, and boom, you've got that colour work there. Or with this one here, where we go over here, see those crosses there? You could, I mean, you've got the oatmeal there, the goldenrod, but also I think the lake blue would look really good in those crosses, that really beautiful deep blue, because this blue with the goldenrod, there you go, amazing. It looks so good. So that Tecumseh is definitely one that you should be checking out. Another one in here, and this is one that actually I featured in the newsletter that I'm sending out, and I have to admit I have totally fallen in love with this, and I bought the pattern because I just instantly loved it. And again, a new designer, someone I have not come across before. She's only got a couple of dozen designs on Ravelry. Her name's Midori Hiroshi. She's Japanese but lives in Germany. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, there we go. I've got to get used to this reversing camera. Absolutely. Ooh, there you go. Brilliant. So pretty. A little cropped cardigan. Now with that, it's called Shika. The beautiful thing about this is that she's done 3 different sleeve types. So that's like quite a fitted sleeve. She's got quite an open sort of 3/4 kimono style sleeve, which will be the one that I'll probably do. And then there's also just a little capped sleeve as well. So it's a really, really versatile pattern. It's done in the bulky. So that will be such a super fast knit. And look at that. So there's the charcoal and the cream there. And you will be able to exactly get that look using, oopsie, those 2 yarns. Just so beautiful. And my size, I mean, it's very, very loads and loads of positive ease. My size, though, I should be able to knit that for $44 on the current Spotlight sale prices. It is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, speaking of which, going back to the Tecumseh, that actually goes up to a 3XL as well, so if you're looking for larger sizes, and also an extra small. So if you're wanting to knit for a teenager, or sometimes finding a pattern, you know, for that 20 age is a little bit tough. They don't fit the children's sizes anymore, but some of the adult smalls are too big. So that's an extra small to a 3XL. Yes, and Shika is 6mm needle, 5 and 6mm needles. That honestly, I can see that working out so fast. And as I said, I've gone and bought that already, and for me, that is my next project after my pop crop cardigan for sure. Another one I found as well is this one here called Big Sister. It's by Hinton Stein. There it is there. And I liked it because it is a classic long line cardigan. And there's definitely a style aesthetic at the moment back towards these, you know, these wider leg trousers, boots, long lines, you know, a lot of fashions that we saw quite a lot sort of through the late 80s, early 90s, but with more of a modern twist. The interesting thing about this is it's done on an 18 stitch tension. And I've got them in a 4.5mm needle. Now, I've got them put in here a suggestion for Southlander bulky, but if I'm quite honest with you, this at 18 stitches, it straddles both the bulky and our Southlander DK, because our Southlander DK suggested gauge range is 20 to 22 stitches, but we have done patterns, samples in the shop previously at that 18 stitch tension, and because the DK in the Southlander is that more rustic style yarn and the thicker style yarn, it doesn't, you don't quite have the wearing pilling issues that you would with a finer yarn. So this one here, if you were going to go bulky, you could do that in any colour, and I mean, to be honest, the charcoal I just think looks great, or the cream or the bracken, but if you're wanting to go DK, see the oatmeal in this would look amazing, absolutely amazing. And again, really good in terms of it uses meterage of around 1,000 to 1,650 meters. So you're looking, I've just noticed in Narati here, I've said two or three balls. It's actually 4 or 6 balls of that, based on, you know, the numbers that we've got. So it's a really, really, really lovely project. And I'm not going to talk too long today, I promise. The last one I want to talk about, and there's a whole swag in here. I've got another one, another one there from Carol Feller, and honestly, there's 9 designs in here. But the last one I'm going to talk about, that's also in the newsletter, is Tui. If you have been living under a rock, you're probably not aware that Libby has put out a new pattern called Tui, and Tui is gorgeous. Tui, she's done this in a sport weight yarn, and the yarn she's used is the Blackers yarn, which is British, beautiful yarn, but not readily available in this country. So generally you have to import. So if you're not feeling like importing, or if you live in that part of the world, I mean, by all means, but if you're in this part of the world and you're wanting to get something local, Tui and Southlander Sport are a match made in heaven. Things falling off my wall. So she's done this in the wonderful Libby way that she is, in enough sizes, honestly, to fit everybody. It is done. Now, that's why I wanted to pull this out. The colour from the photocopier isn't brilliant, but I pulled this out. Look. Oh, don't they look so good? What she's gone and done, and that's why I put this photo here in, is she's got these little bits of hip pops of colour, one underneath the hem and then again underneath the sleeves as well. Just super, super, super cute. And, you know, just she always puts these little quirks in there just to keep you interested and excited and you know, just loving it. So if you're wanting to emulate the design that she's got posted, our Misty Rose and Gypsy Green would be absolutely amazing. If you're concerned about Southlander Sport, and a few of you have been a bit worried that it might be a bit scratchy for you, you're very, very sensitive to wool, the lovely thing about Tui is having a look at the gauge that she's got with this, which is 25 stitches. You should be able to achieve that gauge with Silver Lining Lumiere, which of course is a merino. The Corakepo Rose will give you that beautiful tone, and then you can just do a little pop of colour with maybe the Ahuriri green, or even the cream, or actually the Clifton Stone. A little bit of grey under there would look absolutely gorgeous. So then that will give you a softer option as well, and actually and that Silver Lining Lumiere will give you a really beautiful light floaty fabric in that Tui. If you're doing it in Southlander, you're looking at 4 balls for the smallest size through to 7 balls for the biggest size, and 1 ball of contrast colours. So again, incredibly, incredibly economical. Now, speaking of economy, see, I'm not very good at yarn chicken. I shouldn't play yarn chicken, really. I was so confident that I would get my pop crop out and the charcoal that I had left. And this is my second sleeve, and as you can see, it's tracking along beautifully, and I literally just busted into the next ball. So honestly, I'll have that much sleeve on a new ball. But that's right, because again, I did a little bit of knit math, and I thought I would get away with a single ball of goldenrod for the edgings. Yeah, that's not going to happen either. So I've had to snaffle the last one of those before it disappeared. So it will mean that I will have completed this on 3 and 2, 3 main colour, 2 contrast, but I'm going to have leftovers. So there will be definitely, I can definitely feel hat in my future, and possibly mitts, which is not the end of the world. But I'm still loving this pop crop, and I'm now so excited that I want to cast on a shaker. So getting very excited at that. So I'm going to head off because there's loads I know that you want to check out. I'm going to pop the link in for the newsletter. In fact, I think I can do it right now. Is it going to let me do it right now? Gosh, I love it when a good thing happens. So I've just literally whacked the link in the comments now for the newsletter that I've just emailed out. And in there is the link for the PDF. So do make sure you download it. And then in there is all the links to all the different patterns. And so you can actually check them out. Caitlin Hunter, I've dug around with a few, not Caitlin Hunter, Carol Feller. I've had a really good look at some of hers. And there's, she's got some really good patterns there for bulky. So check those out. And lastly, Midori Hiroki, once you've checked out her Chaika in Ravelry, then have a look at her other designs. If you've got little people you need to knit for, oh my god, so cute. If you've got little people you have to knit for, she has got a pattern in there for a little balaclava with little sheep ears on them, and knitted in would be so cute. So cute. So you're going to have to check that out. So in the meantime, happy knitting. I may catch up with you again on Thursday. We'll see how we go. It's been one of those weeks already, and it's only Monday. But enjoy. Continue stocking up on that Southlander, because as I mentioned before, it's only going to be on Spotlight this month, and it will be returning back to full price in March. But there is something else happening in March that we do, that you may be aware of. And what was the other thing? I had one more thing. It popped into my head and then it popped out. Oh, Sweet Charity. There it is. Came back. That page has been taken down now, but don't panic. it will be back and refreshed probably in April or May. So it's just going to have a little holiday and a re-jig, and then it will be back. So in the meantime, have a great Monday, rest of Monday, and we'll talk to you again soon. See ya.